Man buys a dragon. Let the story commence. This is going to be a good one. Craig lived in medieval times when there was dragons and knights and wizards and things like that. And he was the only person who wanted to buy a dragon. Everybody else wanted to kill dragons. He wanted to buy one. And his wife Mary said, but why? We kill dragons. Why do you want to buy one? Do you want to pretend that you've caught one and then kill it? And he said, no, I'll explain later. I just need to buy one right now. So he spoke to a wizard, who spoke to a knight, who spoke to somebody else, and spoke to a witch, and spoke to that, who managed to find somebody who would actually capture and sell. In fact, you know what? I'm going to keep this on while I do it. There we go. Actually captured. Remember, this is only available to people who are, I think, level 6 and above. So this is a kind of Scientology thing. Level 6. Operating level 6 or above. This is only for subs. Level 6 or maybe 3 or 9, I can't remember, or above. Operating thetan. Operating thingy or above. Only people who have gone clear. What was that I just saw there? Stop! What was that advert? What's this, Joe? Go check out the ship canal suffers on Twitter. So it's a fucking mod who was there? It was a mod? A mod? Who are these canal thingy? I don't know who these people... What is that, a band? Are they people? I don't know who these people are. You know how Rust works? You know how Rust works? Or raiding. Oh, I'm going to raid this person, and then I get told about a week later they're dodgy as fuck. I don't know who these people are. And then people come to me and say, one of the mods, Joe, recommended going checking out these people on Twitter. Well, it turns out one of them, their brother, is married to the cousin of a Tory. Could you ban all your mods since your mods associate with Joe, and also ban yourself considering you're the one who has the poor judgment to make him a mod? Yes, I'll do that. I'll do that right away. It's just that it's going to send a really bad sign if you don't. Would you agree that person's bad? Yeah. Would you agree somebody who knows about that person and sort of things about them is maybe in a sense also bad? Right. So now that we're thinking about that one, would you agree then that anybody associates with that one is also bad then? Because considering we've said they're bad, we've established they're bad. I suppose so. Right, now we're moving on to this one. Would you consider then, now that we've established that they're bad, they're just as bad, that anybody associates? Right, so would you then say that everybody connected to them, that is the fucking globe, is bad? Yes. So. Mini F, don't want to hear it. 24 Ducks, Kian, THFC, Drama, Hosey Young, Chung, thanks for subs. This story's dragging on a bit. Oh, that's right. Pugsy, Redline, Matt, Intelligent thinks of subs. COVID stands for Certificate of Vaccination 19. Don't know what the 19 bit stands for. I've got to work that out. So, Craig bought a dragon. And his wife Mary went, but what are you going to do with it? And he said, watch. And he jumped on the dragon. And Mary was like, what are you doing? You're going to die. But he held onto the dragon's ears. Dragons have got ears. And was able to control the dragon and fly it. Just then, a knight, an archer knight, went like that. And an arrow went that was aimed for the dragon because they thought the dragon had captured Craig. They weren't in on the story. They didn't know that he had bought the dragon. He was flying the dragon. They thought that the dragon was taking Craig away to, kill him or pump him or something like that. Well, it turns out the arrow went right in Craig's arse. It went right in Craig's arse. Now, here's the thing. The arrow went into Craig's arse, and because of the angle, it went into his arse and out through his balls. The sperm that was in his balls dribbled down into the dragon's nose and mouth. Now wait. Have you ever seen a dragon's genitals? No, there's a reason. They get pregnant through their nose. So some of the spunk went in the nose. Not 9 months later, but 9 years later, because that's how long it takes. A wen popped out, the dragon. Right? By this point, everybody was dead, because in medieval times, you lived to about 25 max. Everybody was dead. Everybody who was alive at that point, well, anybody who was an adult at that point was dead now. So nobody remembered. A dragon came out, but it was also partly human. And it walked the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And the devil, because the devil's been around since day one, tempted the dragon child like Jesus, and said, if you're hungry, why not take this rock and turn it into bread? And the dragon child said, man cannot live on bread alone, but needs every word the Lord something. And the devil said, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said, if you're hungry, why don't you turn that stone into bread? And the dragon said, man cannot live on bread alone, but needs every word God. And the devil said, I didn't say that though. I'm not talking about that's all you need. I'm saying if you are the Son of God. And there's a mix-up. And the dragon child said, I'm no Jesus. And the devil went like that. Oops. Awkward. And went away. And so to conclude the story, the dragon child is still alive. Even though it was medieval days, because dragons live for fucking ages. Combined with a human that live even longer. Now here's the thing. That's the end. That's a true story. Do you want to know how? Because that's how we live longer now than our medieval counterparts. We are all descendants for the dragon child. Dragon child, when hit 30, babies started coming out its nostrils. Like a nosebleed. Thought it was a nosebleed, like congealed blood. But then we were like, oh! And looked, and it was like wee maggots. It's moving, huh? But look closely, and it's like wee babies. Or the wee babies are your great grandparents. Like wee fucking tadpoles. They look like tadpoles to begin with. Horrible. And but they kept dying, so they had to get taken to a wizard to figure out how do we keep them alive. And Merlin worked out through various experiments that what actually kept them alive is if you rub shite over them, these wee tadpole baby fucking things, if you sort of smother them in shite, somehow that, like fertiliser. The end. Right. Let's get Dredge up.